You there?
No, I left.
You left.
Yep, left.
Where'd you go?
Bro, I'm just fucking gone, bro.
Anyway, welcome to the newest episode of the Midnight Toon. I'm your host, PKSB.
And I'm Toblerone Jones, but I'm not here.
But you're not here. Yes.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
That is correct.
It's yeah.
It's,
Sure.
all of Toble's lines are pre-recorded right now.
Yo, that. Honestly, if this was all pre-recorded, that would be kind of impressive. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, to the people in the future, this is pre-recorded.
I mean,
But
true.
then again, that's all archived media. You could pull that shit.
Yeah. But anyway, again, welcome to the newest episode of the Midnight Tunes. It is fucking June 11th, all that. And today it's only just me and Toble again. Pixel and Faye are doing other stuff, you know.
They have lives and shit.
Well, I'm just pretty sure Pixel isn't awake at this point, and Faye, I honestly just don't know. I assume she's asleep too. We
True.
we re-record like right in like the morning noon part, so you can't blame them. Also, Pixel is at a different time zone, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Did you like that picture I posted into the thing? Musicians, what
Yeah.
if nobody wants to listen to it? Podcasters. So at the supermarket the other day, Cashew was really taking her time. Oh shit, hate that, bro.
Bruh, I mean, I got ice cream right on the conveyor belt, and she knows it,
Oh,
bruh.
oh shit, hate that, bro.
I hate that. I hate that, bro. It's the worst.
Oh man, I
Be like, bro, I got my Ben and Jerry's on there. Like, I ain't paying $7 for chocolate soup.
chocolate soup. Oh god, that sounds disgusting.
I mean, honestly, it's still pretty fucking tasty, but at the same time, I got ice cream for ice cream, not soup, bro. If I want soup, I'm gonna go to like Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Pay $7 for my broccoli and cheddar soup.
Yeah. Anyway, of course, we're gonna open up with the weeks of what we've done for the past week before we get into the new releases, trailers, all the good stories, all that.
Oh, my Windows. I hit the Windows button.
Good job. Anyway, we'll start off with my week actually, because I don't make myself go first very often.
You never do. You always make us go first.
Well, listen, because I assume people have more interesting lives than me, so.
Bro, I literally sit on my bed.
My brother in Christ.
My brother in Christ, I literally don't go anywhere. I am immobile.
Listen. Anyway, for my week, I've watched a few things. Saw Volume 3 or Season 3 of Love, Death, Robots recently. Watched that the other day with my roommate. It's more Love, Death, Robots. You get they brought back some animators, some shorts where you clearly like, oh, it's these guys again. That's cool. The first one is straight up just a sequel to that Three Robots short from the first volume, which I don't mind because they were
There's
definitely
potential there.
yeah, they're definitely the standout in that season. It's kind of weird they didn't come back in the second one. You would think so, but animation,
but they're like,
animation takes time, so I'm not gonna rag on them.
yeah.
Other than that, Volume 3 was overall, I would say it was overall more entertaining than the second volume. It's still shorter than the first one. It only has 9 or 8 shorts, I think. And
Something.
Season 2, I remember it was either 8 or 7. I could be getting it wrong, of course, call me out. For the most part, I can't think of. I'm trying to think specifically. I like the last short. I forget the name of it, unfortunately. It was made by the same dude who. He also worked on Spider-Verse. I unfortunately don't remember his name or the short. So it was the last short of the season. That's all I can say. Not short episode. Trying to think. I like that. I don't, even though I don't think it was all right. I think one of them is like basically these military dudes go into a cave and find out that it is like some hidden burial ground to keep Cthulhu at bay. Like he is just in there, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was expecting just actual Cthulhu. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He looks rad in there, to be fair, and he does what he does, make you insane and stuff. But it was overall meh. It was just army dudes fighting. That was actually like they did they did that twice in the same volume, where there was another one where it's army dudes versus a giant mech like a death mech bear, which was very entertaining. I also really like the art. It was made by the same dude, same people who made that one in the first season with the vampires in the cave and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's real nice. Uh, there wasn't a stop motion one. I don't remember. No, there wasn't one. Somewhat. Whatevs. But overall, volume 3, I do. Again, I thought it was a lot more interesting, more than season 2. A little bit disappointed that there wasn't another one by Robert Valley here, but that's fine. He did really good in the last season, so I don't mind that much.
Yeah.
As for anything, that's it for season 3. It is kind of weird how they don't go they don't go in the same amount as they did the first season. But again, animation's a lot, and especially since Netflix has kind of been all over
Just
the place
a bit
lately.
of yeah.
Yeah, like I can't blame them. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'm trying to think of what else I've watched. No, I don't count the Pokemon anime. I didn't really watch much of the Hoenn stuff when Brady was watching it.
Yeah.
I've been watching, actually, recently I've been watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which is fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite Adult Swim shows. Of course, those who don't know, in case for some reason you don't know, watching this animation, no, not watching, but listening to this animation podcast, but Space Ghost was a talk show, basically, with using, like, basically, this crew at Adult Swim took the old Hanna-Barbera hero Space Ghost and some of his villains and stuff and made it into a talk show, just a really weird surreal one where everything's just kind of off, and like it does everything that a talk show's not supposed to do, where like Space Ghost will just straight up talk shit to the guests, and like they got some pretty prolific guests. It's not like obscure like artists or anything. They got some pretty big names in there. They got like Weird Al, and they got like some of the earlier late show hosts, because it makes sense, bring an old late show host onto a new late show, especially a fake one.
Yeah.
They got like the Ramones on there because Zorak loves the Ramones.
Hell yeah. The freaking Ramones.
Zorak is by far my favorite character because he's just angry Bugman. That's it.
Nice.
I also like Moltar too, which is also weird seeing him there because technically, like in the early days of Toonami, he was a mascot before Tom, actually. Like early Toonami, like. It was a different name by that point, if I remember correctly, but yeah, it's neat seeing him here, and I haven't watched the show in a bit, so like a lot of the jokes I've forgotten, so it holds up pretty well because the voice actor for Space Ghost, I forget his name unfortunately, but man, he does such a great job. Honestly, he's so like he like. He hits this perfect zone of like sounding like like an old heroic hero would sound, but also fucking sounds like he's just an idiot. He's just like, well, what powers do you have?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have none, Space Ghost. Well, that sucks. Anyway, but yeah, no, I highly recommend Space Ghost. It's on HBO Max. That's where I'm watching it at the moment. It's also really cool. They had this episode like for like the season 2 premiere, if I remember correctly, where they bring on a bunch of animators who are bringing in pilots to Cartoon Network, and he basically like interviewed them all, in his typical Space Ghost fashion. And was like, hey, let's see your shorts, and plays like small clips. My favorite was for Craig McCracken. He appeared on there, and he was like, all right, roll the clip, and it's the Powerpuff Girls pilot, and he rolls like a 1 second clip of it. He's like, that's great. And at the very end, because the judges have been making bullshit scores, at the end he's like, "We'll determine a winner by a bikini swimsuit, a swimsuit competition," and he just asks all of them, it's like, "Swimsuit go!" What? No, swimsuit go! Just goes to the like, swimsuit go! And then the last one's Craig McCrack. He's like, "Swimsuit go!" And then he's wearing like scuba gear and shit, and he's like,
Nice.
"Craig McCrack is the winner." And like straight up, the rest of the episode, it's just the Powerpuff Girls pilot. I was not expecting the actual ass pilot just to be part of the other half of the episode, but it's really cool, honestly. Like it was really neat seeing like I know which ones are clearly the winners because I watched these shows later on when I was a child, but like it's really
when
cool.
you was a child.
But it is really cool seeing like, oh man, this was like way before anyone knew these names. Like Gendy Tartakovsky's on there too. Like that you get to see a clip from Dexter also, and Johnny Bravo too, and his creator. It's really cool.
Nice.
Other than that, rewatch that Fairly Odd Parents live action a little bit, and God, it's so awful. I love it. I don't.
Yeah,
like. I feel really bad watching it because I'm technically like supporting Paramount for the show, but like I can't stop. The show's like I'm like baffled on how bad it is, honestly.
Yeah, it is. It is insane that it's just kind of like,
and even the simplest shit irritates me in that show, like how they put the intro in the middle of the episode, and I'm like,
bro,
why?
the episode could be like halfway done, and then they're like, parents, and I'm like,
yeah, it's so weird. And also the episode order is fucked up because like episode 4 is supposed to be episode 2, but episode 2 and 3 are like supposed to be after episode 4 in like the timeline. I feel like they just messed up the episode order because like in episode 3 and 4 they just like they interact with certain characters like they know them, like, oh, we're already supposed to know who Vicky is and all that.
Yeah, they don't have the episodes ordered. I heard that's a common problem with Paramount though.
Oh, I didn't know that was a problem with Paramount in general.
Yeah, they just don't order episodes very well.
Yeah. One sec. Yeah, but other than that, I can't say. I feel like there's one more thing. Other than that, outside of animation stuff, I've been mainly I've been mainly playing Magic again. You know, that's been fun. Made some couple more decks. Made like this really cool aggro vampire deck. This zombie horror deck. This red-green deck that just kind of themed around humans, honestly. It's real weird. Other than that, also have been working on stuff for our apartment's Lancer campaign. That's primarily what I've been doing a lot. But other than that, I can't say there's anything else I've done. So you can go ahead and talk about your week, Toble.
Yeah, so not too much. The Fire Emblem fans been eaten. Because they were like, all right, we're gonna drop a trailer showing the Ashen Wolves. Ojo-sama superiority. We got Constance's time skip, or like a time skip thing. That's great. Chef's Kiss. All the Ashen Wolves are amazing. But because of that, they also dropped a demo that plays all the way up to chapter 4, which, considering like you can't like do the story beat for chapter 4, but man, I love how the Three Hopes demo, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes demo is just, all right, we're in the AU-iest of AUs.
Oh yes, I saw some of that AU shit. It is.
Oh my
AU
god! Like, it's because Shez is the Avatar character.
Yeah.
And they've circled the design around to be so ugly that it's hot.
Yeah.
And I love it. But basically, you start the story of getting your ass kicked by Byleth.
I love
which
that.
Is great.
I just love that's the premise of this AU. It's just this OC appears, and Byleth's like, nah.
Collapse that shit. You thought you were a cool OC. Get wrecked.
And then the OC's like, God damn it, fuck you, Byleth.
Yeah, then you get your Sothis, and then a small time period elapses, and you run into the Three Lords.
Yeah.
In a scenario similar to Byleth, but they aren't already fighting the bandits; they're just lost.
Yeah. Yeah, it plays out like the new OC main character meets them instead of
Byleth. And you progress in Warriors fashion, kicking ass.
You know, mashing all the
and you just don't run into Byleth. Who the fuck is Byleth? We're going to the Officers Academy, you know?
Yeah.
So we do that. And pretty much it goes like, dude, the power of the fact that I saw on Twitter that Fire Emblem 3 Byleth's gameplay is a strategy game because Byleth is a strategic genius and able to kick ass.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Shez is a button mashing game because Shez is dumb and just can hit things good.
You know, I kind of like that idea. Yeah. I like the idea of
literally because some of Costas's men kind of escaped in the chapter because you fuck up Costas.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a given.
I mean, yeah.
But some of his men escape in that chapter, and so you just chase them offhand because Yuritsa gets to do his teaching job.
Yeah. That was the most shocking part to me. Just Yuritsa like, yeah, nah, you know, I'm gonna be a teacher.
Yeah, it's like, I guess since there's nobody to fill in this slot, I'll actually be a full-on teacher. And so you just chase them to this fort, and you find Monica, the person who was revealed to later be Kronya, but you find actual Monica just chilling in a dungeon here.
Oh shit, yeah.
And they just chat, and they just like, oh yeah, like those who slither in the dark. They just casually get outed within like the first hour of gameplay.
God, that is like, it is so fucking AU. Like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Because like Monica's like, oh yeah, Tomas, you totally kidnapped me.
Oh yeah, no, he fucking kidnapped me. Fuck that.
And then Tomas gets back and does his reveal, and he's like, well, damn, this was 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's straight up just like, well, I guess I don't really need this anymore.
Yeah, and then everybody goes back home because shit's going down. Like, there's a coup, there's insurrection, fucking stuff that people have known, like, about, and then the Claude shit happens.
Yeah.
Elmira exists.
Yeah.
Man, I love all this shit about what people have known about Claude is, like, being expounded upon in such a weird way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like almost anybody who knows and has played Three Houses has somehow or another, I don't exactly remember how or why it got brought up, but the fact that Claude's Elmiran, I think everybody has figured that out.
Yeah.
And it's so, like, everybody's like, okay, so he must be using a more, like Faldlin-ish name to blend in, because, I mean, I guess Elmirans definitely have a lot more of a, like Middle East kind of name, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's like, and so like you hear his like Elmiran name, and you're just like, whoa, all right, I know who the fuck this bitch is talking about.
Yeah.
And I just fucking die.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's definitely like one of those things. They also have this bit where you can survey, like, you do little side missions to get to the main story beat, and you can replay those as much as you want.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things, as long as you don't do the main story beat, you can replay them as much as you want, and I kind of did that to grind and get, like, the S ranks and the stuff.
Alright.
Dude, I mean, like, normal mode, I'm dumb, okay?
Yeah,
I don't play a lot of Warriors games.
Yeah, true.
So, and I'm playing on Classic, so if my units die, they die. Yeah, and I don't want that. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll probably get this. Although seeing this game come out, it does remind me that I do need to pick back up Three Houses, because I don't think I don't think I fully finished my Blue Lions run.
Dude, I have, every time I play Three Houses, I honestly say, definitely Verdant Wind is probably the best path, at least in my eye.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased. I am biased as hell
It's
because I started with Golden Deer, so they're all my babies.
yeah, like I'm
Um,
biased too. I really like Blue Lions because I'm a
I
contrarian.
wait, sorry, what'd you say?
I just said because I'm a contrarian because I saw everyone being like Golden Deer or Black Eagles, and I was like, I don't know, Blue Lion looks neat.
Yeah, the Beagles are okay. Uh, I def I feel like they're if you pick Black Eagles, you're locked in definitely one of the most controversial paths, and then one of the weakest
Yeah,
paths because
not only that, it's also the
Silver
shortest,
Snow
right?
is fucking horrible. It's literally just Verdant Wind, but take away Claude.
Wait, is that what it really is? I didn't really
It
check that.
literally is. It literally is.
It
They give you a cheap final boss battle because they make Rhea go berserk mode at the end for some reason.
that's hilarious.
Meanwhile, in Verdant Deer and in Verdant Wind, the freaking Nemesis,
Yeah,
the guy in the opening cutscene that's fighting Saros, he comes back,
yeah. Like because
and you get freaking God Shattering Star, which is amazing.
yeah, because like basically like Black Eagles is you're with Edelgard, fuck the church. It's also the shortest route
Yeah, it's
too.
also Crimson Flower is the shortest route.
It's
It's because they split it between that and Silver Snow. So it makes me kind of wish that Crimson Flower had a bit more time in the oven.
honestly, I like yeah, it feels like those two routes just needed like a little bit more time, honestly.
Hmm
Because like the Silver Snow, like I can barely remember it because like compared to the other three, I don't
Bro,
remember.
literally, if you play Verdant Wind, you have played Silver Snow.
All I remember is like unlike the other three, Bylov just becomes the new pope and shit.
I mean, pretty. Oh, I think Byleth takes charge of the church almost no matter what route you take. To some extent, mind you, in Elgards, it's a lot less existent
Yeah,
because I mean, fuck the church.
yeah, fuck the
But yeah, like Byleth, basically in most of the routes becomes basically the Pope.
yeah. The only ones I could think of is the Crimson Flower one, and then there's like that special really S support with Yuritsa where both of you decide to go after those who slither in the dark. That's
I hadn't seen that.
oh yeah. When it's the S rank for them is you and it's Bylov and Yuritsa are fighting those who slither in the dark because they're like fuck them dudes, I guess.
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, sure.
yeah, dude.
Because I also remember that he was only like he was added later, but he was exclusive to Crimson Flower also because
Yes, he
story
was
reasons.
because yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It would make sense. It was kind
Yeah,
of weird that he wasn't playable to start with.
yeah, true.
Because I mean, since he's in the Crimson Flower faction.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Anything else? Wait, how long
Um,
is that demo? Like, did you finish that like yesterday? Because I saw.
yeah, I finished it yesterday, but I mean, I started it basically as soon as I got home from work,
Ah, true. You did
at
play
like
like majority of
five,
it.
like 6 or 7 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't finish that till like 10
Yeah, but
or
like,
not 10, not 10, like 1.
yeah, but for what I saw, like, it was pretty meaty
It
for a
was
demo.
beefy. It was pretty beefy.
Yeah. So
Like,
if
because you get
anyone's
access to the
interested,
entire the intermediate level classes in 3 houses,
yeah,
and you can fuck around with that for a good bit. I mean, I didn't want to fuck since I was going to carry over my data more than likely. I didn't want to fuck around with it too much.
yeah,
Like, but yeah, I like it. I mean, it's definitely one of those things. Like, I mean, I think I played a little bit of original Warrior, the Fire Emblem Warriors, and I liked some of the stuff that the attacks. I'm gonna assume they are probably used a lot of the like attack combo-ish kind of stuff from whatever classes were available in original FE Warriors.
yeah,
But I mean, they've got a lot more classes to work with because the classes are fluid. They don't have, oh, okay, Ryoma's a samurai, he's stuck like that, or the Marth's a sword dude,
yeah,
whatever. They've got all these characters and they've like fleshed out, like they've made their abilities actually kind of work relatively well.
yeah. That's cool. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this game took not only from like the Warriors, but maybe a little bit from that Zelda one, because
Oh, for Hyrule Warriors, yeah.
yeah. Because, again, like Nintendo has this weird thing of like every Warriors game, at least from what I've noticed, except for no, actually, I wouldn't say Warriors is an AU, but it is like a crossover of Fire Emblem. So like it's just they keep making weird AU games with Warrior
If they don't make
games.
crossover events, it's AU events.
Yeah, like what the fuck is up with that?
I mean, dude, I'm good with it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's where they
I'm
get
fine
to
with it
fuck
too. It's
around.
just like it's really weird. Like when it happened to Hyrule like Age of Calamity, it was just kind of like, oh, it's a prequel, and then at the very end, oh no, and you're like, okay, sure. And then this game,
Yeah.
at least this game, it's like, yeah, no, this is 100% an AU. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, the fact that they fucking just out the freaking those who slither in the dark within like the first hour.
Straight up.
They're just and by complete accident too. Like literally, I did not expect them to get outed within like an hour.
That's amazing.
They got outed so hard that they aren't going to be a major plot point for a while. I can feel it.
Oh man, the real question, my real question is like, because you could choose which house you join, of course, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I want to know what the endings are gonna be if that's the case.
Same. I'm gonna play through all three, obviously.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't know if they're gonna do like a new game plus kind of deal where some shit carries over, or if I'm gonna have to start new files. Either way, I'm cool with it
I
because
feel like they should.
I'm
for
liking
Warriors game, you know.
Hmm?
I feel like they should do like new game plus for Warriors game, you know, in case you wanted to do the other routes just quicker because your character's busted as fuck.
Yeah. But at the same time, I think I might even not just like go with the grind because honestly, it's been a while since I played a Musou game.
No, that's fair.
So
That's what
I've been liking the brain turn off and just having my brain just snap whenever a new prompt comes up.
That's actually what I might do for. I want to do that for 3 houses of like, because I know New Game Plus gives you a lot of like, you can just boost your fucking professor level super high already.
You can boost your professor level to max because you can max it out in the first playthrough for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's what I did, and I got to do some fuck shit with it. I liked it, but it's definitely one of those things. Like it made each one feel like a slog afterwards, and I didn't feel challenged after a while.
Yeah. Other than that, I want to play one of the routes on like the max difficulty.
Yeah, Lunatic.
I forget what it was called in 3 houses.
I think it was still Lunatic.
Was it? Yeah.
Or Maddening.
Maddening. Yeah, it was maddening. Yeah. Because like it's been a while since I've gotten my ass kicked in a game. I beat Elden Ring, so that's over.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, dude.
That is another thing I'm technically doing. I am continuing to play the Yakuza 7, and it's pretty good. I'm way further in the game than I anticipated because like I went through the plot like super quick one night. I was just like, yeah, okay. I'm out like for reference, I was like on chapter like 5, and now I'm on like chapter 9, 10,
Nice.
and I'm like, damn, I did not expect to get this much story, but yeah. But if there's anything else, we're gonna go right into the new releases and trailers.
Oh, let's see. Fire Emblem. I mean, I'm working on like a personal project. I'm not gonna go too much into it just for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely like something I've been working on. Like I've been working on a script and I've been thinking of how I'm gonna do it because it's gonna be a character-based script. Beyond that, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna expound more.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be like I need to figure out how I'm gonna work it exactly, and I might. Depending on valuable information, you might be able to help me with it in terms of like the making process.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah.
That is the most I will expound upon in mid podcast, though.
Yeah, no problem. If that's the case, then we're gonna go into the news. Technically, Faye just messaged me saying that she just woke up. She might join here in a bit, but I don't know. But we'll go into the new releases and trailers, which surprisingly, Netflix has announced kind of a lot of stuff. Though they've only released like most of the stuff that we have on here. Half of it only got like teasers and trailers. Of course, we're gonna start off with the first one, which I'm super excited for: Castlevania Nocturne.
Castlevania
Yes, which
Nocturne.
but from like it's literally just gonna be a sequel series to the Netflix Castlevania, and it's gonna fucking have Richter. Let's go.
Let's go, get our boy.
I'm excited because I'm like, oh man, we're doing Rondo of Blood. I hope they just keep going. Maybe we'll finally get 1999. Oh,
Nice.
for like maybe we'll hope. I want them to animate Julius beating Dracula for reals, real.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like the one thing in Castlevania they need to fucking do, but they never done, and it's Julius fucking going to Castlevania with all the warriors and beating Dracula, and then it's like, well, that was cool. We're gonna jump to Arya though, and you know,
Yeah, we're just gonna go to
oh, you're playing
Aria and
Dracula.
watch our
Oopsie.
boy Soma Cruz with his Soma Shuffle.
With his smiley face belt.
His smiley face freaking belt chain.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah, dude,
Bushido.
I love Aria Sorrow. It's a fun
It's
game.
great, and the only thing I don't like about it is they tell me about how badass of Julius was, and he is cool, but I wanted to see him beat Dracula. It's fucking that's
Bruh,
rad.
yeah. Isn't there a Julius mode?
There is a Julius mode, but it's just you going through the castle with Julius.
Uh
It plays like it plays just like a normal Castlevania as a Belmont, except you're really strong and you get stronger with each boss you kill. So that's your incentive
nice.
for exploring the castle, because you can technically just go to the final boss in Julius mode, but you'll be really weak, and I think if you don't straight up kill any bosses, you'll straight up just do 0 damage.
Damn.
But if you just defeat, I think you only need to defeat like 1 or 2, and if you're dedicated enough, yeah, you could beat it in like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
It's real fun. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for Castlevania Nocturne because Richter's rad and Rondo of Blood is fucking rad. I wonder if it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like actual, like, is it gonna be Rondo's plot of like, you know, 4 maidens get stolen, one of them's Richter's girlfriend, and then Richter gets oh my god, I forget her name. Chick with birds.
Maria?
Maria. Yes, and he gets Maria as his backup. Yo,
Yeah.
I actually that I'm also excited for that. I hope Maria is in this. I get to see animated hitting corpses with birds.
Animated hitting corpses with birds. That
Go
would be
birds,
fun.
hit them.
Go birds, I summon
Or
thee.
some of the crazy shit she does, like that fighting spirit like sub weapon she has, which it's not an
Mm-hmm.
animal even. It's just like whatever. But yeah, super excited for that.
Yeah.
Next up is
I was gonna make a quick joke
yeah,
since we were
no
on the
problem.
title. I thought of Nocturne, and
Oh
my
yeah.
immediate thought was Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, but exactly in the tone of that one commercial with the older couple.
Yeah. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 2 is what is Luckily, you
Mm-hmm.
got Shin
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
I think they like. Oh man, I love that commercial. They barely
It's
like
such a
show
good.
Nocturne in it too.
I know they're just like, hey, we're just gonna say it in a funny way with these old people.
I also just love how they're like, "Damn it, Kingdom Hearts 2 let us down again." I'm like, who the fuck said that? Kingdom Hearts 2's rad. These old
Yeah.
people are nuts, honestly. But then
Bruh,
again,
it's just
Nocturne's
like
pretty good.
it's like all right, we'll take you back inside, Grandma.
My grandma, just get out here. Anyway, next up is probably the most surprising one. It's Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is an anime going on to Netflix. It's an anime of Cyberpunk, the famous
Yeah, the
game that totally
2077.
didn't disappoint anyone or was jank as fuck.
It wasn't problematic at all. It didn't put
Not
CD
at all, not at all. CD
it
Projekt
didn't
made a perfect game.
CD Project Red did not get majorly freaking backlashed after releasing it.
Yeah, but I honestly do kind of have a little bit of hope of this because the studio working on this is Trigger of all of them, which I
Mm-hmm.
love Trigger. They make amazing shit, and
They do.
maybe this will be good enough to like enjoy it on its own without thinking about the game. From the
Perhaps.
trailer,
I
not the
hope
trailer,
they
the
I hope they
teaser.
have like I just hope that somewhere in the background is Jesse Cox's freaking character, the dude whose dick explodes.
I hope so. That'd be
I
amazing.
would I would be I would laugh my ass off because Jesse Cox be like, dude, I get to be dick explode guy again.
Yeah, but I also the teaser for this, it looked really it looked really neat because it looks like it's going to be like high level fucking insanity, which I totally don't mind Trigger doing because they can do that. They're totally the ones that make some crazy ass action scenes.
Oh
Speaking of
yeah,
which, I still need to
I feel
watch
like if
Commander.
any
Fuck.
studio could do it, Trigger would probably be able to do it.
Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, I'm somewhat excited for this. I know one of our roommates will probably will, but other than that, we gotta wait till this September. It'll be on
Yeah.
Netflix. Same
If
thing.
nothing else, it's very. I love like the use of the colors. It's
Yeah,
very
no, like
bright.
the colors, the
Like
continue.
like
Sorry.
it's one of those things like Cyberpunk. It's a very dark setting when you think about it, but it's like one of those things. It's like one of those things like underground crime in like Vegas or something.
Yeah,
Like yeah, like Vegas is very bright and like colorful, like City Never Sleeps, etc. But then you see like the underbelly. Mind you, I don't actually know if Vegas has much of an underbelly like I'm imagining. But
I wouldn't
at
know.
the same time, like I mean, it's the closest I can think of to like this imagery.
I get that. The closest I could think of is like maybe Fallout New Vegas, because like you get there to you get to Vegas and you're just like, wow, this is great, and then everything else outside is horrible. Post-apocalyptic
Mm-hmm.
radiation apocalypse. It's great. Well, not
Mm-hmm.
apocalypse, more like just dying world, but whatevs. But yeah, no, it looks really interesting. I like some of the character designs. I'm excited for it. Ironically,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more excited than this than I was for Cyberpunk. But then
Yeah,
again,
for real.
I was never one of those people who were like, oh yes, Cyberpunk. I thought it looked neat, and then when it came out, I just had a good laugh.
Yeah, same.
Uh,
It's like yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But other than that, next up, another one from Netflix. Yeah, this is a teaser for Intergalactic starring Kid Cudi, which I
Kid
don't
Cudi, yes.
I don't know my rappers or musicians and all that.
Me neither.
Well, at least like newer ones. So this doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything to me, but I did see the teaser for this thanks to Cartoon Crave. I always go for them for news, of course. This looks really good. It looks like the
Mm-hmm.
the 3D animation looks like on par with something like Into the Spider-Verse. It looks really
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I was about to say.
I don't know necessarily what it's about because it only kind of focuses on this like couple, but it
It's
looks
a
really
lot of
cool.
character shots, which I mean, it's
Yeah, the
cool,
majority is just
but at
character
the same
shots
time,
and
it
like,
doesn't tell you anything.
yeah, true,
It's
but
it's got Jaden Smith
oh, it
and
does.
Macaulay Culkin.
And Macaulay Culkin. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Oh yes,
you know
but
what? I mean, I'll take it. I'm bugged by the fact that it's enter with an E and not an I.
yeah,
That is, I was hoping that was like a misprint type in the freaking thing, but
maybe.
it isn't.
Yeah, maybe it'll make sense when we see when it actually comes out where we get more trailers.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it looks really cool. I'm excited for this. It
Mm-hmm.
looks neat. Hopefully they
It
don't
looks
cancel.
neat.
That's the thing for all these shows. I hope none of them get like canceled
Canned.
or canned
Yeah, I
from
know.
Netflix because they've done that. They've done that a lot recently as well. But other than that, next up is another thing from Netflix, but this one is not as interesting. It is the uncensored trailer. It doesn't really matter for Fartsar. It's basically another show from the creators of Brickleberry, and it looks like it.
I don't know what either of those are,
Oh,
but the fact that
Brickleberry
you
is
aren't.
this like really really bad Family Guy ripoff. Not ripoff, but it looks like the art looks
Ooh.
like Family Guy with less effort, like it was made in Go Animate.
Ooh. Oh,
And it
I'm
fucks
looking
me
at
up
it and I
because
see
like,
the unenthusiasm.
yeah, and I feel bad because this is like the third show of this art style. I don't know if this is made by the same dudes, but I'm assuming because it's the exact same fucking art style. Like certain characters just have the same body type as other characters in their shows, and I hate it. No offense to any of these creators, like the animation industry is a tough place, and maybe you guys really like to join on it, and there'll undoubtedly be people who enjoy it, but God, this looks really not great.
Yeah, like I'm seeing the sort of Family Guy inspiration in the thing, and
But
then
like it looks like it's way less effort and it's animated through Go Anime. I
yeah,
mean, like some of the alien designs are kind of neat, but that's
yeah, there's some. It'll hit an audience. I'm definitely not going to be a part of that audience because
I
I,
you
I
know
I don't mind adult animation. It's definitely one of those things. Like
it's
I feel like this looks like it's not going to try much other than being crass.
yeah, that's the issue with that is the issue with a lot of adult animation. There is a lot of good
Oh yeah, I
animated
love it
shows,
when
but there
adult
is
animation it finds humor in something that isn't. Let's just be fucking like let's just
let's
like
just
throw tits and assholes on it and call it funny.
yeah, let's
Like
try to be offensive without actually writing the jokes.
yeah, it's like you're giving me punchlines, but there's no jokes here. I feel like you're just throwing a boot into my gut.
Like even Family Guy, like they at least when they make an offensive, well, at least earlier Family Guy, at least if they're making an offensive joke, it's still part of the joke, so it's not like really bad. Or if along with that, even if the joke is bad, they could just cut to a cutaway gag and be like, "Oh, audience already forgot, no problem." Like
Yeah, it's like
it's
here's
just
this thing we had to animate
it's
to get the
just
distract.
I just never liked any of these shows like Brickleberry, Paradise PD, and this. Well, I can't say I don't like this because it hasn't come out, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
hasn't
watching
come out
it.
yet, but it does. Yeah, I don't think it's one of those things we're gonna watch.
But to give credit to Netflix, they at least know their audience because they still got Big Mouth, and that's definitely in that category as well. Where well, actually no, I would say it's 100% in that category because I've seen some of the show and it does
talked
try.
about awkward things like puberty and like various things that people would experience around that time. But it borders on the line where like I understand why it's like that, but the art style and kind of the approach is kind of made me uncomfortable in a way that makes me not want to watch it as much.
Yeah, that I think that's the best way to really sum up my problem with that show. It's just like I think the subject matter is neat. I think that'd be a pretty good adult show if written correctly, and even a comedy, but the art style doesn't help it give it justice. It doesn't look that good. If anything, it does look better than Brickleberry in this show. But
oh yeah,
yeah, but it's just even when they have like serious moments, it doesn't feel earned. If anything, because
it definitely feels uncomfortable all around.
That too. I think that's the biggest problem. Where like with the subject matter, it just kind of comes across as really weird and uncomfortable. Like and there's occasionally they'll get something, but other than that, yeah. But who knows? Maybe this will be a hit, and they'll give it like 8 seasons. I don't know.
Oh Lord, I feel like I can go for one of those things where I want them to create new stuff, and I love when things I like get more content, but at the same time, even I can realize when they're milking a cash cow.
If anything, I at least the aesthetic is different. It's not a park or a police station. It's space. So
it's space.
The most I'm expecting is a lot of He-Man / Thundercat references, and that's
Bruh,
it. I would say Star Wars, but the style has still like sci-fi fantasy aesthetics, so that's why I went to He-Man and Thundercats first.
Yeah.
But
give me a Space Wendy's and I'd call it good.
Yeah. The next teaser or trailer is another one for Henry Selick's new movie Wendell in the Wild. It's a stop motion horror comedy. We talked about it a few times on this podcast. A new trailer came out for it. It looks pretty cool. I like the I don't know her name because the movie isn't out, and I never read the original book. I believe it's based off a book, but I really like her design. You know, it looks really cool. The Henry Selick stop motion always looks pretty good for like everything he's worked on.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I like some of the ideas behind it. It's definitely I mean mind I mean the stop motion, so I mean hey, it's one of those things like nobody tackles it near as much as they used to. Near as much as they should, I feel like. So stop motion's still pretty good.
Yeah, we've been surprisingly getting a lot of stuff like stop motion stuff lately. Like at least announced. It hasn't come out yet, but like there's been a lot announced for stop motion in the past couple months. It's kind of weird, and like I've never seen so much in like one year, honestly. That isn't just like making a new one.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, I mean, mind you, stop motion does lend to that effect a lot more, especially I feel like in this genre that it's going for. I feel like the character, I mean, mind you, only one character's appeared on screen in this trailer, but it leans to kind of an uncanny kind of look.
Yeah,
And I feel like it lends kind of well to the genre that it's going, like a horror comedy.
100%, because Henry Selick, of course, he's worked on stuff like Coraline, and I don't know if he worked on Paranorman, but
I was
that's
about to
definitely
say,
in a
yeah,
similar
that's what I was
setting.
thinking. I was thinking of Paranorman as like my
Yeah,
next
like,
comparison.
yeah, that's I am getting that vibe from this, although it does look like a bit more of a comedy, but it also has Keenan and Kel in it, so I'd be surprised if it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this looks really cool. I'm excited for it. It did kind of mess me up because I thought it was Leica, but no, it's Henry Selick himself. I don't know if they're helping any sense. I'm pretty sure he left that studio like a couple of years ago. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was because like he just miserable to work with. He's down on stuff. I don't know if there was anything else about him. I don't know. But this releases in October in Netflix. I guess Netflix is trying to like damage control. I guess because they were like,
Oh, that's my guess.
that's my only reasoning, because there's still stuff that we're gonna have to talk about here in a bit that they're releasing, and like it really does feel like they're like shit we just gotta we're
Yeah,
getting this
straight
and
under the
that.
rug.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll forget about us canceling some of their shows. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't forget. But anyway,
We don't forget.
regardless, next up is not a fucking Netflix thing. No longer the Netflix podcast. Is a teaser trailer for Disney's new film Strange World,
Disney.
which looks good. It reminds me of
It
like
looks
old.
fallen.
It kind of reminds me of like those old Choose Your Adventure sci-fi books. I had a few of those when I was younger. They very much of that aesthetic, like of like. I'm trying to remember the exact style or like the exact point of like influence, but I can't pin it down. I was about to say Johnny Quest, but I don't think that would fit. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but it looks really neat. It looks like it's gonna be a good old fine adventure movie from Disney.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to think about because I watched the trailer and I'm like, yeah, the environment looks really cool. It looks really colorful and vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
The plot of it seems like it's gonna be really fun. Following from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I didn't really like connect with it. Like it didn't. I didn't
Yeah.
have this moment where I'm just like, "Yo, this is amazing." I was like, "This is really impressive," and that's kind of
Yeah.
it. I'll
It's one of
probably
those
need to see
deals.
it, honestly. So
Yeah, it'd be one of those things. Like, it looks nice. It doesn't look like anything too bad. I feel like if it gets watched, it'll be kind of one of those things. Like, it might not be remembered too much.
we will just have to wait and see, honestly.
Yeah.
Probably for more trailers and stuff. Man, Disney still needs to release some other stuff now. But Lightyear's gonna be coming out soon. I think it might be
Lightyear's
already
coming
out.
out.
Wait, is it out now? I don't think so.
Oh no, it's coming out, but I don't remember exactly when off the top of my head. But I know it's
Yeah.
coming out relatively soon.
Yeah. But other than that, that's pretty much it for that. We're gonna do the actual stories in for the podcast, of course. We're gonna look at something a little bit more deeper, but unfortunately, we have to look at more Netflix shows coming out.
Guess
The
what?
reason
There's
why,
more
the reason
fucking
why,
Netflix.
yeah, I know. There's not really much else. I don't know if there's anything going on with any channels or etc. But it's mainly just the Netflix releasing stuff episode. So sorry. For these
Yeah.
stories, the reason why we didn't add these two new releases and trailers is because they don't have any. These are just been announced that either Netflix has picked up or announced that these are going to be coming out sometime soon. But
Mm-hmm.
they're still in like the developmental phase. The first one is Mermaid Magic, which is coming from the Winx Club creator in, I don't know how to say that name.
Igniostrafi.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm pronouncing it like I would pronounce like Ignatius.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but no, admittedly, that's wrong. I'm already looking at spelling it. I'm like, man, that isn't right.
yeah, no,
Eugenio. I'm not gonna take too much time on it.
it's fine. But I believe this is from the same studio that made Winx Club, if I remember correctly. I actually looked up some stuff about this creator because I was kind of surprised that the person who made Winx Club was a dude. honestly.
Yeah, it's one of those things you wouldn't expect.
Like I assume that Winx Club was like something like Sailor Moon, where it was like a well known like female writer or like creator, and they wanted to be
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, there isn't enough girl stuff, I'm gonna make this. But no, it was a dude this time, and he made
Yeah,
this.
this
He made
dude.
Winx Club in like the '90s. Well, it like the concept in the '90s. It didn't release it until years later.
Yeah,
Which
which I mean,
interesting enough, I was actually looking at the wiki page for Winx Club and like
oh dear.
the creation for it, etc. And apparently, in 2004, the studio that made Winx Club, Rainbow, I forget the full name, but it's Rainbow something. But they got a lawsuit from Disney, a copyright lawsuit, because
What?
they accused that Winx Club stole its concept from this other book, which, or it's like an acronym. It's like a WITCH. I forget what they stand for in that series. I never studied
Yeah,
that much.
but they claimed it off as something that they probably weren't touching.
Yeah, I think I didn't know Disney owned that at the time, which is really weird. But yeah, they accused Winx Club for stealing the concept from that series because it's also about magic girls and shit. I only know it got an animated series in around sometime in the early 2000s, and it wasn't that good. Um, it didn't last that long either, unlike Winx Club that did last for a while,
It
ended, and then
lasted for a
got actually
surprising
no.
long.
Let me finish.
Yeah,
It lasted a while, ended, and then it got revived again, and it's still going on to today now.
that is maddening.
Yep.
I mean, mind you, obviously, it's more than likely has not existed in the same form
Oh yeah,
that
no.
I
The later
like.
seasons straight up changed art styles to like flash animation. They look really jank.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember a lot of animation around like the same like the same shows, like the shows around the same time. Like I remember Huntic.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
actually, funny you say that. He actually made Huntic also.
yeah, I was about to say because I remember this guy making Huntic because
Yeah.
yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, this is like some dude in Canada, right?
Actually,
Or
I
maybe
didn't.
French.
I actually didn't check where he's from. Ironically, uh,
But I
yeah.
definitely know he ain't local.
Yeah, but yeah, Disney, but apparently Disney sued the studio for it back in 2004, and they won the lawsuit. Not Disney, but the Rainbow won the lawsuit because Winx came out a year before the comic came out, and
Yeah,
the court was like, yeah, I don't see the similarities. So yeah,
yeah.
that is actually that is pretty cool knowing that the dude who created Winx actually won a lawsuit against Disney. He actually even
Bro, if
talked
you,
about it a
dude,
little bit, like.
honestly, if you win a lawsuit against Disney, you should be entered into like a record book.
Honestly,
Honest
world record.
fuckingly, because Disney wrecks ass nowadays.
Yeah, they're
Like
so powerful.
honestly, like they could redact us so quick.
Oh man, that'd be amazing if Disney redacted us, yo.
Yo,
Oh,
this is our official call out to Disney.
this is our official call out
Insert
episode to
insert
Disney.
the Snapcube Sonic Adventure 2 fan dub Eggman announcement in Alfred's voice.
Yes, yes. Oh man. I think I'm trying to look for where the creator of Winx Club is from, but where I was, oh, he's actually from Italy.
Italy, that's where it
Winx
was. I
Club is
knew it
from
was.
Italy.
Yeah,
That's
I knew he would.
nuts.
I knew we would need a passport to meet him.
Does that mean that Huntix is also from Italy? That's so weird to
Also from
me.
Italy. Yep.
I don't know why. We don't get that many Italian shows. I always associated Winx Club with that weird era of like TV animation at the time where there was like we got like a lot of out of region like shows that were clearly anime inspired, like Totally Spies. Totally Spies is a good
Totally
example
spies.
where like yeah, they definitely are just they liked anime a lot. Or same studio also made what was that one they made for Nickelodeon? I
What
forget.
show?
It was about some dude who solved mysteries by like capturing cryptids and stuff. He had his best friend character who was a girl and a caveman.
Oh,
Marvin Mysteries. I want to say.
I don't know. Yeah, I
But
didn't
yeah,
watch
no. To
if
be
it
fair,
wasn't
it
if
wasn't like
yeah.
super well known in the U.S. because it was on Nickelodeon, and then it didn't air as much as like Totally Spies did, and also the issue was is I also found out that there was a crossover episode between the two series, but it never came out to the U.S. because no one knows Martin or Martin Mysteries, I think. But yeah, but yeah, what was it? Mermaid Magic, picked up by Netflix. I don't know if this was a previous project before, but synopsis: a teenage mermaid princess named Merlinda.
Where is it? Is it literally? Oh, I hope to God it isn't Merlinda.
Right, I think it is.
Wait, where the heck is it?
Oh, it's connected to the tweet, so it's
What? I could have swore I clicked on the one under the Mermaid Magic one, and it took me to the third one in this list.
That is interesting. I
Where
fucked that up.
You might have messed it up. Not gonna lie.
Fucked it up. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see if you messed it up.
I feel like I probably did. It looks like the same link, but
yeah. You put the one for the third one on the first one.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad.
Teenage Mermaid Princess. Oh my God, they named the main character Merlinda. I hate it immediately.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm saying this as the dude literally made a nature fairy named Flora. Yeah. Literally. And the tech fairy was Techna. So mind you, I'm sounding hypocritical as hell. But at the same time, Merlinda, I don't know if I can let that pass.
Yeah. I can't let that pass. Sorry, dude. Italy.
Sorry.
Pasta.
Yeah, sorry. As Techna and Flora literally exist.
Oh, but yeah. This looks neat. Next up is another one, Ember. It's an upcoming film by the director of Klaus, another thing on Netflix, which is really good. I highly recommend it. It's probably one of the best 2D animated stuff like in the recent years. It looks fucking incredible. But he's making this, and the synopsis is basically it's basically just humankind's quest for fire. That's it. You know, they
Bruh, Prometheus be rolling on the floor laughing right now.
You'd be like,
look at these dumbasses.
But looking at it, it kind of reminds me of like Primal from Genndy Tartakovsky at Adult Swim. But you know, I'm super excited for this because it's gonna be some crazy ass 2D animated stuff. It's gonna look really good. I'm super excited. I don't know the region from this director's from. I didn't look him up, unfortunately. I was only interested in Winx Club.
Dude, honestly, can't blame. Winx Club was pretty ballin'. I remember watching way more of that than I probably should have to seem normal. I
watched a lot of it, and I only stopped because I had family members and friends making fun of me that I liked it because, you know, it's for girls. And I was like...
Bruh, it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It's still hype. They got some pretty solid action scenes in those early seasons. I was like, yo,
dude,
what?
The early seasons were pretty ballin'.
All right.
And like, dude, fuck, man. I'm about to say something. Man, I remember freaking, and then they got the boyfriends, and I was like, "Damn, bro, these are relationship goals to be hot and to be in a relationship." And I'm like, "Man, this is toxic as hell," but at the same time, you're going with it.
I was like, I just was like, oh my god, they're gonna do fucking super moves. Oh shit!
Yo,
and then the dudes also, they get some action scenes, and I'm like, yo,
dude, I love the dudes too because all they have is basically military training.
Yeah, that's all they got, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And like, they got tech stuff, and that's cool too. They got fantasy tech, and I'm just like, dang.
Honestly,
dude, like,
Winx Club kind of underrated. Just saying.
Honestly, yeah.
But yeah, and finally the last thing of Netflix. Well, actually, no. This is the second to last. Technically, the next one is also Netflix news.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. And the next thing, and the last thing that they've announced is That Christmas. It's a film from animation studio, Locksmith Animation. I've never heard of them.
Me
I'm
neither.
gonna look them up real quick, but it's based off a child's book by Richard Curtis, who I don't know.
I'm not keen on Christmas stories.
I only
I am the nostalgic old a-hole when it comes to my Christmas stories. Put on my old Frosty the Snowman specials. Put on my old Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Call me good, bro.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot about Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Dude, literally the freaking I don't remember the cousin's name. Literally is about to sell out Santa for money.
Right? I know, right? I haven't seen it in a while, and
I'm saying it's one of those things. Like, I honestly don't even know if those specials come on anymore.
They do. We just don't watch TV anymore. You know, I think the one that actually upset me of like they don't air that much anymore was like Scary Godmother, because I really like Scary Godmother. It's really good. Honestly, especially if you're a mutual of mine, you know what's up with Scary Godmother. But anything? No, that's the last thing for that. The next up in the news is not really it's not really a big story. I want to make it a big story because it's involving Big the cat.
Big the cat.
Sonic Prime released a new teaser trailer, whatever, and it shows Big in there, and it's just Sonic running past him, and he's like, "Oops, sorry, Big Froggy, BRB," and they're like, "See ya, Sonic," and that's it. They also, along with all the other Sonic stuff that was coming out, there was also Shadow is gonna appear in Sonic Prime 2.
Shadow's gonna be there, which I find fun.
I don't mind because he doesn't really. He hasn't had.
He doesn't get a lot of screen time in like the other Sonic medias unless it's the games.
Yeah, I know he's in Sonic X because Sonic X just kind of takes the plot from the games from the majority of that. And as for the later series, though, I can't think of him appearing. I know he appears like once or twice in Boom, and that's it.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
I also don't like his appearance in Boom because, like, he doesn't get a redesign. He's just his body meets like now just meets.
It's just redesigned so his body matches the dimensions of the Boom setting.
But like it makes me upset because I'm like they could have given him a way better design, but it's just him but bigger.
Yeah, dude, they could have gave him like a dope jacket or like a cool scarf. Nah, he's just taller now.
I looked up
He isn't Vegeta size.
Yeah, I looked up Locksmith Animation, and they're known for I believe this is no, it's not. I don't know if it's on Netflix or anything, but I have seen it. It's Wrong Gone Wrong. It was a 2021 animated movie that came out last year. I kind of forgot that came out. It looked neat, but I didn't check it out, honestly.
This is my first time hearing about it. So.
I think it's on Disney, actually. Yeah,
it's on Disney.
Okay, yeah, that might be why, because I don't use Disney
on
Plus
Disney
outside of like watching like Owl House or something. Speaking of which, I need to watch some more Disney shows. Those new ones I've heard everyone talk about. Like I've been keeping up with the Owl House for the most part, not the recent episodes, but like I just waiting for them to put it on to Disney Plus at this point. If they have, I'm an idiot. I'll watch that as soon as I can, and I want to check out Amphibia at some point because that ended and it looks really good from what I've heard. Because everyone I knew was just talking about it, and I was like, oh damn, I guess I gotta check this out at some point. But the biggest thing with Big being in Sonic Prime though is he looks like Big except for one thing. He has teeth now. He doesn't have just a mouth, and it looks really weird.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Like I mentioned this before we started the podcast, but I really wish they would do like Donkey Kong Country cartoon teeth where they just appear and disappear at will.
No,
I know they won't do that, but at the same time.
Well, actually, no, it's not that horrifying, but still, it makes no sense.
Yeah, but man, I love Big the Cat. John St. John he did some fun work with him.
John St. John is the voice of Big?
Duke Nukem is the voice of Big the Cat.
Yo, Oh, I didn't know that. I've been watching a lot of this one YouTuber.
How did you not know that?
I'm surprised I didn't know this. Yeah,
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna
so
double
weird
check
because
this.
I've been watching so many videos where John St. John is a voice actor in a lot of the the videos I'm watching, and I'm like, wow,
Oh my God.
I know now it hits me, and I'm like, yeah, no, that is John St. John, isn't it? God damn.
Yeah, the voice of Duke Nukem is Big the Cat.
Yeah,
John St. John.
he's in a lot.
Hang on, give me one sec. John St. John. Apparently, at some point, it was voiced by somebody named Oliver Wyman. But from 2010 to the present, it's Kyle Hebert. Kyle Hebert, if I'm not mistaken, I know him a lot from Fire Emblem voice roles for sure.
Ah, okay.
He's also in Dragon Ball. Oh my God, stop updating page. He's Dragon Ball is Gohan. Iterations of Gohan and some variations of some villains, I guess, or some characters, and the narrator. See, he's Naruto is Kiba Inozuka. He's a Black. Oh shit! Oh, is he Kamina? Dang, I think he's Kamina.
Oh shit! oh shit.
Damn!
Big was Kamina this entire time.
He's also Kakuin.
Oh shit!
Oh
fuck! That's
and Ryu.
Oh my God! Wait, is it John St. John or the other big voice actor?
Kyle Hebert. Kyle Hebert. John St. John was Duke Nukem.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of stuff where I'm like, yeah, John St. John's in a lot of stuff. He's especially anything made by 3D Realms. Not its software, but he's in a lot of like boomer shooter games as well.
Yeah, he was also Chaos. Stop up advertisement. He was also Chaos. John St. John was Chaos Gamma. The announcer in Sonic Advance 3 and E123 Omega in Sonic Heroes and Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016.
He's Omega in Heroes? Oh shit! Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, obviously they would have put a more like robotic kind of filter over it.
Yeah, that's fair. But I didn't know that. Yeah. That's amazing because
dude, I love Omega, but that's just because I love my giant destructive death bots.
I just love how much of an asshole he is to everyone else, except maybe Rouge and Shadow. But even then, like my favorite is whenever whenever Rouge and Shadow get like knocked out and it's only Omega left, he's like, "Well, that's a load off my back."
He's like limiters unlocked, fucking nuclear warhead mode.
I fucking love Omega. He's great, but yeah, Big having teeth is weird. I don't like it. I don't know. Sonic Prime. Hopefully it's good. There's not much else we can say about it. We've already spoken about it.
I was about to say another thing. I was about to say another thing I remember Kyle Hebert from. Surprised that I haven't mentioned it yet. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I gotta scroll down just to get the reading so I can confirm.
Be Batman.
To do streaming, the anime life. Give me a second. Video games. It's a video game. Wow. It's a really fun video game that I usually gush about. I thought this was going to be in alphabetical order, but it fucking lied to me. Oh no, it should have been. Video games dubbing. Man, I'm like putting a lot of suspense on this, even though I know the answer.
Oh, it's fine. It's giving me some other stuff.
Fine. Oh man. Of course, he was like Disney. Give me a second. I'm like trying to buy time by continuing the talk. Yeah, you might recognize him as such a role as Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now
yeah, the famous line of the hard line of pick a god and pray.
I will insert the voice clip now.
Pick a god and pray.
Inserting voice clip. Yes.
That was it. It was there. Because it's gonna be post editing, of course. But
whoa, post editing. You better. Yeah, we should be quiet a little bit just to allow it time to play out.
Oh, it's fine. No, I already put it in between when I said here it is. It's fine.
Do re me.
But yeah,
I still love that Big the Cat was voiced by two of the hardest characters you can think of,
well,
Duke Nukem and Frederick Fire Emblem.
that's because John St. John voices hard ass characters, and Big is a hard ass character.
Bro, dude, while we're still on Big the Cat,
Yeah.
we got to stick on him a little bit because it's Big the Cat.
Oh,
Big the Cat gets no love.
I love him. Yes.
Big the Cat. So we know Big the Cat. He's big. It's in the name. Big the Cat. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! If all these ads would fucking leave, Jesus. I don't want to put like glow sticks to my teeth. That's not how that works.
Why not?
It's Big the Cat. He's a big dude because he's big. It's in the name. I've made this joke already. Dude's 6'6" and 616 pounds.
Oh, okay. Damn. That's a unit. That's an actual unit.
That's an absolute unit.
God damn.
Bro, I think you need most of the power characters from the other teams and Sonic Heroes just to lift his ass.
Honestly. God damn. That means Cream is fucking beefy if she can carry Big. Holy fuck.
Bro, she's gotta be, dude. Imagine the strength on like Cream and Amy to be able to support Big the Cat.
God damn. No wonder they're the best mode in Sonic.
Like literally, Amy's legs must be freaking destroyed.
And she's still running so fast.
So fast.
Just imagine, it's like, all right, let's fly. And Amy's legs just, oh. Okay.
Yeah, and then Cream having to lift both of them. Cream's an absolute fucking unit.
Yeah, yeah, that's that. Next up is Ghostbusters is getting a animated film or series? Whatever.
Ghostbusters.
Okay, yeah, it's development of a new animated film and a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was the new Ghostbusters that came out.
The kid one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be given an even kiddier version.
I didn't hear.
No offense to animations for kids, but at the same time, like that's my immediate thought.
That's fair, but like it's really weird because I haven't heard anyone talk about that new Ghostbusters outside of like Red Letter Media, of course. Because
I've had my boss ask if we had seen it, and after that, we have not heard about it since.
Okay, cool. Because like I didn't hear anyone talk about it. I assumed it wasn't that good, especially because no, actually I did watch a little bit of that Red Letter Media video, and their beginning joke is like, this movie is what you thought you liked was Ghostbusters. It's dead. It doesn't exist. This isn't Ghostbusters. Or something like that. It's been like a month. I don't care for Ghostbusters that much. So let's see. This is being delivered by Sony Pictures and Ghost Corps. They're trying. Oh, they might be trying to finally do that Ghostbusters extended universe shit, because I know that they wanted to do that years ago. I heard that on like a couple podcasts I listened to, but like they never did it because there was the 2016 Ghostbusters with all the women, and everyone hated that a lot because of women for some reason, even though it's just a bad movie. And then just there was no Ghostbusters stuff until this Afterlife movie, which no one is talking about from my knowledge. Let's see. This is being developed by Jason Reitman and Keenan. Just Keenan. Jason Reitman. He's primarily a producer. I'm looking at his IMDb page here. Apparently he's directed. The only one I recognize.
Gil Keenan.
Oh yeah. The only one I've recognized on his IMDb list is he directed 2 episodes of The Office and a Juno, that one movie with what was her name? She was in Beyond Two Souls and other stuff. Juno. Ellen Page, not Ellen Page. Elliot Page? Yeah. It was. I
guess so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, because they transitioned. Yeah. Elliot Page back before they transitioned. But yeah, it was that one where they were pregnant, and also dude from Scott Pilgrim was in there. The skinny,
Which dude? There were a
the
lot
main
of
dude,
dudes,
main
considering
dude,
us.
the dude who plays Scott in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, Michael Cera?
Michael Cera, yeah, I think he's in that too.
Neat.
Yeah, I don't remember the actual quality of the movie, but yeah, this is being developed by them. Chris Pronoski. He has a really weird last name. I'm not even gonna get it to you.
Chris
He's
Pronoski.
yeah, he's a producer.
He's the producer between the new Beavis and Butthead movie that's
and he's
happening.
also, I believe that's also the dude who is running Titmouse. I want to say it might be the same dude who made Adventure Time, I believe.
Perhaps.
If I remember correctly, I'm gonna look it up because it's gonna bug me if I don't. Oh my god, come on. But yeah, that's who we got for this, which I don't really feel any which way, honestly, because I don't know. I think animation for Ghostbusters peaked at the real Ghostbusters back in the 90s and Extreme Ghostbusters in like early 2000s or late 90s, I guess, but that's only because we got a goth Ghostbuster, and that's the only reason. But yeah, director of, he also made Metalocalypse. Is that true? Damn. Let me see. Sorry, this is taking it a little bit. Because I know his name. I know he's worked with Titmouse. Goddamn. If my laptop wasn't running so slow, I could probably get it in just a fucking second. I would have used my phone, so wouldn't have to fucking wait through this, but I don't have my phone on me. I don't know where it is, and I can't walk away at the moment.
Bruh.
This is my life. It's endless struggle. But yeah, I don't got really much to say. Maybe it'll be better than the movie. Still need to probably see the movie.
Perhaps, or we could, or just one of those things we just ignore it.
Or we could just ignore it. Exactly.
Bruh.
Last up,
like a lot of problems in life, we could just ignore it.
Yeah. Last up, this isn't really news. This was something I saw Cartoon Crave. It's a Twitter. They're a Twitter account that reposts like all sorts of animation news. This is primarily where we get a lot of our news from. I also go other places to get it, but they were like the primary one. But
yeah, I think you mentioned it at least a few times every episode, at least 5.
Yeah, probably just yeah. I don't mean to. It's just, but yeah, they were.
I mean, it's a helpful resource.
Yeah, they were advertising for YouTuber Pop Arena, who dropped a 36-minute video about the first 10 years of Nickelodeon. It's a part of their series where they're literally covering every piece of Nickelodeon media, which I actually might be my new thing I'm watching because it is actually pretty interesting. I highly recommend it. Yeah, he is animator, worked on, oh my god, the wiki page does not tell me anything. Yeah, just go to the IMDb. Oh my god. But yeah, that's all for that. There's not much I could really say other than, oh yeah, no, he created Titmouse. Okay. Opening sequence of Oz Blonde, Simple Life. Directing Freaknik the Musical on Adult Swim. Hey, I know that one. It's really good. Highly recommended. His directing credits are The Amazing Screw-On Head. Oh, okay, yeah. Amazing Screw-On Head is this animated kind of, I was about to say pilot, but it's more of a short where it's from the same dude who created Hellboy. It's real good. He also made Downtown on MTV back in the 90s. It's really good. Downtown is it's purely just for that aesthetic. It's real good. He just mainly produces a lot of animated stuff for stuff like Titmouse and on other stuff. But yeah, who knows? This will maybe be interesting, maybe not. I just don't know. Other than that, that's gonna be the last bit. That's the last of the news, and that's gonna be the end of the episode as well.
We've done it.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed the intro and outro, they're done by Too Mellow. There's always a link to the Bandcamp down below. If you enjoyed the podcast, like, share, tell your friends. We have new episodes every Monday, exactly at midnight. It's in our name. Along with that, if you want to get updates on whenever a new episode's coming out, you can go follow us at Midnight Toons on Twitter. We also have the WordPress website, which I'm gonna be probably next week. I'm gonna change the domain, so it'll just be midnighttoons.com. So yeah, and I'm also gonna try to make the website look better, but I'm working on a lot of stuff at the moment, so don't expect that anytime soon. Other than that, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at the PK Speed. If you want to follow Toble, of course, you can follow him at Very Choosy Boy at Twitter. Is that right?
Chalky.
My bad.
I'm upset. I'm leaving. I'm no longer a host of this podcast.
What? That's the breaking point. Okay.
That's the straw. Not all the dumb BS that I go through now. It's just that you just mispronounced my Twitter tag.
And VTuber just for you to leave after saying choose instead of chong. Choose
Bruh.
chong. Anyway, that's gonna be the episode. We hope you have a wonderful night and see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Peace.